The need for qualified professionals is expected to grow in the upcoming years as the Australian economy continues to change. This investigation dives deeply into the major issues influencing Australia's job landscape going forward, from developing industries to immigration laws. Factors shaping the job market. An aging population and changing skill needs are two major demographic developments influencing Australia's labour trends. The quick development of technology is changing how we work, upending established professions and opening up new ones in developing industries. The skills and abilities that businesses need is also being influenced by their adaptation to shifting consumer expectations and global market dynamics. The aging of the population, the building of infrastructure, and the digital revolution are all driving major growth in Australia. Similar to this, there is anticipated to be a high need for skilled individuals in the fields of education and training, mining and resources, professional services, and renewable energy. Employers and job seekers must navigate the changing employment market by understanding these workforce trends as the Australian economy continues to change. Australia's skill shortage, a looming crisis? An increasing talent deficit is posing a serious danger to the future expansion of the Australian economy. Australia is struggling with a growing disparity between the talent pool and industry demands as labour trends change and the need for qualified experts rises. The aging population is one of the main causes of this talent deficit. Organizations are having trouble finding appropriate successors for crucial tasks, as a large percentage of the workforce approaches retirement. Furthermore, the issue has been made worse by the discrepancy between the skills that companies want and those that are taught in schools, which has left many job vacancies unfilled. This lack of skills has wide-ranging effects and might impede the growth of the Australian economy. Because they mostly depend on specialized personnel to spur innovation and production, industries like healthcare, technology, and construction are especially at risk. These industries risk stagnation in the absence of a consistent supply of skilled labor, which would reduce the nation's overall economic competitiveness. To recruit talent from throughout the world, policymakers must evaluate and improve immigration laws, and educational institutions must adapt their curricula to meet changing business demands. However, in order to grow their current staff and guarantee a talent pool that is sustainable, employers must engage in upskilling and reskilling programs. Now is the moment to take action, and the stakes are high. In the face of a constantly shifting labour market, Australia can position itself to prosper in the years to come by proactively addressing the skill deficit. Australia's need for skilled professionals in 2025. The need for qualified workers is expected to reach an all-time high in 2025 as Australia's economy continues to grow and diversify. Industry analysts predict that the nation's labour demands will be driven in the upcoming years by a number of high-growth industries and occupations. For example, the need for qualified nurses, doctors, and allied health workers is predicted to increase in the healthcare industry. Similarly, it is anticipated that the information technology sector will witness a surge in employment in fields like cybersecurity, data analytics, and software development. As the Australian economy continues to innovate and modernise, skilled workers in advanced engineering, professional services, and other fields are also anticipated to be in high demand. Apart from these conventional high-growth sectors, other businesses like biotechnology, sustainable building, and renewable energy are also expected to make a substantial contribution. The demand for qualified personnel in these innovative fields is anticipated to increase significantly as Australia works to achieve its economic and environmental objectives. Employers and job seekers alike will need to keep a careful eye on the changing landscape and modify their tactics and skill sets accordingly if they want to stay ahead of the curve. Individuals and the country as a whole can position themselves for long-term success in the Australian employment market by finding and leveraging these high-growth industries and occupations. Immigration policies and skilled migration. The government has focused on skilled migration as a strategic solution as Australia struggles with an increasing labour deficit. Immigration laws are vital for drawing in and keeping international talent, which is necessary to propel the country's creativity and economic expansion. To attract talented individuals from around the globe, the Australian government has put in place a number of measures. For example, the Skilled Migration Program provides a variety of visas for various worker groups, such as highly skilled persons, investors, and entrepreneurs. The government has implemented expedited visa application procedures, expedited approvals, and attractive compensation packages in an effort to further encourage international talent. International professionals looking for a rewarding work and a good standard of living are also drawn to the nation by its dynamic lifestyle, diversified culture, and top-notch educational institutions. Australia is establishing itself as a global talent centre by welcoming skilled migration, creating a dynamic and diversified workforce that can adapt to the changing demands of the Australian economy. Addressing the labour shortage. One of Australia's most urgent problems as the country's economy develops and new sectors appear is a labour shortage. This lack of qualified workers poses a danger to the nation's development and its capacity to prosper in the international economy. Nonetheless, companies, educational institutions, and the Australian government have partnered to create and execute creative solutions to this urgent problem. The emphasis on reskilling and upskilling the current workforce is one important tactic. Workers are being given the skills they need to fulfill the needs of the Australian economy through focused training programs and collaborations between companies and academic institutions. Employers are able to foster and grow their employees' skills, which not only helps to alleviate the labour shortage, but also improves their efforts to retain talent. The Australian government has also put regulations in place to draw in talent from across the world and make it easier to acquire talent from foreign labour pools. These programs have been successful in drawing in highly qualified workers and supporting the labour trends required for long-term economic growth. Australia is establishing itself as a centre for highly qualified professionals and a top choice for individuals looking for exciting job possibilities by tackling the labour shortage. These tactics will be essential to maintaining the Australian economy's vibrancy and competitiveness on the international scene as the country continues to adjust to the changing labour patterns. Opportunities for skilled professionals. Concern over industry-specific skill shortages is developing as the Australian labour market changes. These disparities, in which there is a greater need for qualified workers than there is talent available, can impair the productivity and expansion of important economic sectors. The healthcare sector is one that is severely lacking in skilled workers. The need for qualified nurses, doctors, and allied health workers is growing as the population ages and medical treatments become more complicated. As emerging technologies continue to revolutionize the information technology sector, there is also a scarcity of qualified software developers, data analysts, and cybersecurity specialists. That will be all in this video. Please share your opinions with us in the comments area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable the notification bell to receive updates on Australia immigration news. Thanks for watching.